Hello, dear friends, and welcome to this Mount Lemon yoga flow. We're going to do, since it was recently summer solstice, we're going to do some sun salutations today. Sometimes yogis do 108 sun salutations in a row for summer solstice. I would love to, but I have a feeling my phone might either die before I get there but hopefully not. Let's try, let's see. So let's go ahead and start at the front of our mat. Inhale, the arms up, hands touch at the top. Exhale, bring it to your chest. Let's begin our first sun salutation. So reach up again, forward fold, step it back into a plank position. Now we have options here. You can either come down to your knees and then bring your chest and chin down together, or you can leave your legs straight in a plank position and slowly lower down for your chaturanga. Either way, meet with your chest on the ground. And then we're going to do our inhale and back bend. So you can either do a cobra, which is leaving your hands light on the mat, lifting your crown and your chest, inhaling and just using your upper back to lift you. Or you can go up into a full upwards dog by pulling your body forward, bringing your thighs off the ground, pulling your ears away from your shoulders. And then we're going to meet together in our down dog. The full sun salutation also includes then lifting your left leg into the air, bringing it forward into a lunge. Inhale, arms up. Exhale down. Step back into your plank. And then exhale. Inhale, up. Down dog. Lift your right leg. Pull it forward into your lunge. Stand up, arms up. Exhale, release to the ground. Step back into your plank pose and flow. Down dog. Now bend the knees and hop forward. Reach up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. And then inhale, arms forward, reach up, arch the back. And then arms down to your sides, namaste. Our starting pose. And that was a full round of both sides of our sun salutation. So imagine doing that 108 times in a row. And that is what true yogis do. However, I'm not going to be a full true yogi today, and that's okay. We're still doing yoga just by breathing and living with love. So let's go ahead and do some more. You have the option to do the full plank into your chaturanga flow. You have the option to go on your left side and right side lunge, or you can just skip the whole lunge part. So we'll do one like that, just see how that is. Inhale, and the traditional way is actually inhaling your arms forward and up. So let's go ahead and do that for the remainder of our Sun Salutations. I messed up the first one, sorry. So inhale, arms forward and up. Back bend. Arms to chest. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Jump or step back into your plank. Chaturanga, or the more traditional way is actually placing your knees down, lowering your chest and your chin, and then scooping forward to cobra, and then pushing back up into your downward dog. And then the not as traditional way is doing your full chaturanga. So staying in your plank pose, rolling forward onto your toes. On your exhale, lowering down halfway, scooping forward to your upward dog. Exhaling to downward dog. Just for the sake of it, I want to do a pigeon pose. So lift up our left leg, open the hips. Pull that left knee forward and turn it so you're going into your pigeon pose. Inhale, extend upwards. Exhale, fold over your leg. Now come back up into your tabletop pose. Let's do a couple cat cows. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck your toes. Slowly lift the knees back into your downward dog. Now lift the right toes into the air. Bend your knee, open the hips. Bring that knee forward and turn your right foot to the left side of your mat. Slide down into your pigeon pose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold. Come back up into tabletop pose. Rock the hips side to side. Leave your hips to the left, push them all the way over, and then look past your right shoulder. Look past your right toes. Feel the stretch in the left side of your body. And switch hips over to the right side. Extend your spine and look over your shoulder past your left toes. Back to center. Let's walk the knees back. Lower the chest. Walk the hands forward into a puppy pose. Deep chest, pec, armpit, upper back stretch. Sit back onto your heels and roll up. How are you guys feeling? Feeling good? Feeling it? I'm glad there's a windy breeze coming my way right now. It feels nice. I honestly didn't really know what I was going to do in this flow today. But let's go ahead and do a couple more rounds of sun salutations just to really emphasize our gratitude for source energy, light energy, the sun, which is literally what keeps us alive, and everything else on this planet. We need to give it gratitude and give it the salutations that it deserves. So let's just do some flowy sun salutations. Let's do about 5 of them. So let's go back into our plank pose. I'm not going to do the lunges. I'm just going to do the most flowy version possible just to kind of get that energy moving. And just one request is anytime we're inhaling and looking up and extending, just really enforce that gratitude for the sun today. Okay, so up into your plank pose. Excuse me, Angel. I'm going to go down anyways. Have to nudge you. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, lower halfway. Yang. Inhale, forward. Embrace the sun. Exhale, downward dog. Jump forward. Halfway. Hold. All the way up. Back bend. Arms down. Reach up. We're going into round 2. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Jump back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, bend down. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, bend. Exhale, jump forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Back bend. Exhale. Starting pose. Inhale up. Back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Jump back or step back into plank pose. Inhale. Forward. Exhale, down. Good, Angel. Angel. Inhale, up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bend. Jump forward. Exhale. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up. Back bend. Exhale. Arms down to your sides. Our last round. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Fold. Inhale, halfway. Straight spine. Exhale. Fold. Release. Inhale, step or hop back to plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upwards. And exhale, downward dog. Let's meet halfway in the middle of our mats. Hands and feet. Just do an upper body release. Micro bend in the knees. Hold your elbows. Just sway side to side. Let's go ahead and sit down into our butterfly pose. Put your hands behind you as you pull your pelvis in towards your feet and push your knees down. Inhale as you open your chest up to the sky while you continue pushing down in the knees. You can even lift your hips if it feels nice. Then scoot your hips back and lean forward. Inhaling to extend, exhaling to fold. Slowly come out of that pose. We're now going to do an internal hip rotation pose, okay? So come onto your knees, sitting on your feet. This is somewhat of an intense pose. For me, it very much is. For others, maybe not so much. Just depends on your body. But take it easy. Either way, just gently, slowly go into it. We're going to just move our heels slightly out and put our seat bones down right in between our heels here. So sitting like this, kind of like a sad emo girl, you know what I mean? So I do like to call this sad emo girl pose. I don't know what, I can't remember, I'm sorry, I can't remember right now what it's actually called. I'll get back to you. Anyways, we're here, we're sitting, we can stay right here. This is already a nice internal hip rotating pose. You can take it up a notch if you want to slowly walk your way back and maybe even down, either onto your elbows or for some, lay it all the way down on your flat back. I might get there, but definitely going to ease into it if so. Go where you're comfortable. Feel the stretch in the front of your thighs, the front of your hips. This is actually good for our knees and hips to do once in a while. Of course, everybody's different, so listen to your body. If you're in physical therapy or anything like that, of course, consult with your physicians first. Wherever you are, breathe. If you're on your back, slowly work your way back up, digging your arms into the ground to push yourself back up, and then your hands, and then back onto your feet. Begin to work your way back onto your seat bones. Bring your legs forward. You can shake them out or do some windshield wipers. I think a little straddle here would be nice too. So open up into a straddle. Keep your toes facing up and just pull forward slightly until you feel like you're at your edge for today. Really good for that inner groin muscle that we sometimes forget about. Okay, you guys, I don't know how long this video is, but I think it's time to wrap it up. let's lay on down. Excuse me, sweetheart. Actually, I lied. Before laying down, we're gonna do an inversion. And this inversion, for me, is going to be a headstand. You are welcome to join me in a headstand if you know how to do one and you feel comfortable. I'm not going to do a whole tutorial right now. If you haven't done it, I'll make another video for that if you'd like. If you want to do something close to working up to a headstand, I'll teach you that real quick. So you're going to put your forearms on the ground, interlock your fingers, and your head is going to go right in between that. Then you're going to lift your hips into the air and just walk your feet forward as you can without rolling over, of course. So try to just kind of stack your hips over your shoulders, but you're still using your feet here as support. So you don't have to, raise your feet into the air and worry about maybe falling over. But this is actually building your shoulders and prepping your body for the proper muscles that you're going to use when you do a handstand or a headstand. So if you want to go into your headstand from here, you can lift a leg, or you can go up however way. Whew. It is a challenge for me today. I think part of it is being up on mountaintop. I think that low-key makes me a little nervous. So wherever you are in this dolphin pose type situation, prepping for a headstand, or there, you can even lift one leg up at a time to kind of practice it a little bit. Do a couple hops. Another way for me to get into it sometimes is by using one leg to start like this and balancing with one leg in each direction. It's actually easier than having both your legs together up at the top. Takes a lot of concentration to balance like that, you guys, but it's really good for our mental focus as well. So just take however many minutes you want to play around with that. Sometimes just trying to get into it all quick doesn't work, but playing around eventually works, like what just happened with me. Just gotta have patience with yourself sometimes. Some days are harder than others, some days are easier than others, but just be kind and patient with yourself regardless. All right, you guys, I think the only thing I'm missing is a twist, and you too. So let's do a twist. We're gonna do hi baby girl. We're gonna do a twist to our right now. So go ahead and place your left leg crossing over your right. If you have the flexibility to wrap your ankles around each other as well, go ahead and do that. Then lean everything over to the right, and then peel your left arm open to the left. Look over your left shoulder. Breathe. Your head back to center, and then your knees back to center. Just neutralize the spine, and then cross the legs over to the other side, right over left, and then let it fall towards the left side, and then peel your right arm, look to your right, breathe into this twist. And return to your center. Let's finally relax into our beautiful shavasana pose. Feel that connection of the mind, body, and soul. Begin turning your head side to side, loosening the neck, roll out your ankles, roll out your wrists, reach the arms up, and roll over to one side. Take one deep breath here. Allow the feeling of a rebirth. Lift your way back to a comfortable seated position. As we close out this practice, let's just remember the intention of gratitude for the sun, for the light, source energy, that magic that keeps you alive and keeps you going. It's so beautiful. Everything you need is within you. This is a beautiful symbolic practice to whether you want to start something new in your life, shed old layers, move through transformation or change, come out of your cocoon. Let that be a time for you. Alrighty, so let's end today's practice with an Om together. Alrighty, let's go into this mudra right here. So thumbs and pointer fingers together, 3 fingers out, shoulders back. Exhale. Inhale. Bring the hands to the heart. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for joining this sweet mountain practice. It feels amazing out here. I hope you feel just as amazing, if not more. And I love you guys. I wish you a lovely rest of your day, week, month, year, and life. May the sun bless you with more. And I send you love, healing, good energy, and blessings. Till next time, my babes.